Well, good afternoon, all. Well, I'm up on the top secret climb with permission from a friend of mine. And along up here we have Prospector Jerry from his Mother Lode Prospectors and Top Cat. I wasn't planning on making a video today, but I found a spot right here where I've been finding some gold, and the owner's sake of this claim, I decided I better shoot this because he's been wanting people to check this area, and I decided, well, when I come up here I'd check it. And I found some gold at this one spot. Now I've checked a lot of spots, but this one hole, I think they kind of skipped over it because I've been finding gold in here. So I decided, well, I'll get the camera out and do a video. So right now, it's the middle of the day and I'm starving to death, so I'm going to eat lunch. Then I'll show you the gold that I've got out of this so far, and I still have a target down in that hole. That's the whole reason I went and got the camera and lunch. Okay, after lunch, I'll show you the hole. Okay, you can see here we've got some nice chunky little pieces here. We got a couple of 22 bullets, some old nails, and then there's quite a few pieces of small shot in there. But I doubt if the camera's showing it, but there's quite a bit of really, really fine gold in there also. And over here, we got Prospector Jerry. He's got him a target there.
He gets a target. A lot of black sand in this stuff.
Okay, now this is a hole right in here where I've dug everything. We have a large bedrock outcropping that's heading out into the river. This is a shot looking upstream, and right here is that rock outcropping that I was working right on the other side of that. Now we're up on an elevated bench here, but it's obvious during flood that the water comes pouring through here. There's a uprooted tree laying up here. It's probably a 2-foot diameter tree. So this is my theory, is this chunk of bedrock sticks out into the flow further than any of the other ones. And this bedrock in here is worn really smooth. So my theory is the water comes up this, and right here is a low pressure zone because this is causing pressure of the water, and it's got to slow down to get over the rock or go up and around. And so it allows gold to drop in here. Now this is really smooth bedrock. Normally wouldn't hold any gold, but there's little pockets in here. There's a little hole here. I found a piece of gold in there. There's another one up here. I found a piece of gold in that one. And down here at the low point, we have our target. And then also, in amongst all this, I've panned out several pieces of smaller gold that was in the gravel when I dug out the larger pieces. So what we're going to do now is we're going to dig this out and see if we can find what our target is. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is we'll check the target with the metal detector. You can hear it sounds good to me. So I want to check my pan to make sure I already got some gravel in the pan, make sure I don't have a target in the pan. Okay, yeah, we have no targets in the pan. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Okay. dirt in the hole. All right, it's in the pan. I got to run down to the river to pan this out, see what it was, or what it is. Well, we got that panned out, and we got a nice piece of gold out of there. Nicest piece of the day. Let me show you. Oh, here, let's do it this way. Okay, now I'll give you a close-up. Okay, you can see right here, we got 3 smaller pieces and 1 really nice chunky piece. Okay, well, I got that hole pretty clean, but I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a brush, clean it out again to make sure we got it all, because we're finding good gold in there. I'm not leaving that hole till it's spotless. Okay, I'll be back with another pan of gravel. Well, I took that spot out as much as I could, and the gold just ended. If I go above, I'll find just a little speck or two. I go below, I just find a little speck or two. So I think I lucked in on the honey spot. Dig another hole just below that where I think the heavier gold would be traveling, and I'll show you that hole in a second, but I never did make it to the bottom. Here's a shot of the hole that I digging down, but that big rock on the bottom down there has got me stopped, and it's too late in the day, so I'm calling it a day. I'm beat, I'm hungry, I think I'm heading for the house, and it looks like Jerry's cleaning up over here. And Jerry says he'd really like to show his pan. Yeah, I'll give you a shot of my pan here. The one thing about, it doesn't really matter the gold we find. Now, I'll grant you I'm tickled pink with the gold I found, but we had a wonderful day up here. The weather's perfect, and I'm throwing a big thank you towards Tim. He made this all possible. And, you know, great spot, come up, spend the day with friends, and find a little bit of gold. Let me show you the gold I found today. Okay, here we got a shot of the gold. And down in here, somewhere, is our lead and nails and such. And I don't know how well it's showing, but you can see there's a lot of really fine gold all through there. But we'll clean all that up when we get home. Now let's take a look at Jerry's. That's a pretty good line of gold there. Yeah. I think you had a pretty good day too.
Yeah, today was an awesome day.
Well, it's late and we're all packing up, and time to head to the barn, so I'll see you at the house, and yeah, it's going to be tomorrow. Well, back at the house. Yeah, it's the next day. Now, I've been going over my video that I shot up there. First thing comes to mind is it looks like I got connection problems. So there's a few spots where it's a bit noisy, so I'll have to check into that. I must have had a loose connection. And then the other thing is I wasn't planning on shooting a video. Now, my plan was to go up there. I knew Todd and Jerry were going up there. And so my plan was to just go up, meet them, spend the day, do a little bit of panning, and then I was supposed to be home by 4 o'clock. Well, it didn't turn out that way. I was having too much fun. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock. One of the reasons I went up there was that Tim's been talking about the other side of that river, that upper bench. And I thought, well, I can go up, meet Todd and Jerry, and check out that other side all at the same time, and should be able to get back by 4. Well, that was my plan. But once I started finding gold, I got to thinking, well, you know, Tim's nice enough to let us up there. I probably ought to film this, so at least he knows the lay and all that, and the gold I'm finding, so that when he gets up there, he's got a bit of a head start on it. So I ended up, you know, grabbing the camera and shooting the video. Now, The video is kind of hodgepodge because I didn't put any thought into it at all because I wasn't planning on shooting it. What do you say we throw the gold on the scale and see how that part came out? Okay, the first thing we're going to weigh is going to be our nice little nugget. And that looks like it's right at 2 grams. Okay, now and looks like we ended up with a total of 4.28 grams. Well, anytime you can go home with over 4 grams of gold, in my book, that's a good day. Now, that area I was working, I'm not so sure I got all the gold out of it. The reason I say that is that bedrock, if that outcropping continues on down to the next bench, there may be some more gold down in there. Now, the problem you run into is as you go towards the center of the river, the flow increases, the abrasion increases, and that cropping at some point will be cut off. And at that point, if there's no catch, there's no gold. Well, the only way you're going to know this is to go down there and look. And that's what I was attempting to do with that last hole I was shooting down, except it just got too late and I was too tired. There's a lot of overburden to move. But it looks to me like that may maintain onto the next bench down. So hopefully, before the rains start and cut us off from that side of the river, I get a chance to go back up there, or somebody gets a chance to go back up there and take a look. Now, I'm going to try to get a hold of Todd and Jerry, and I know Jeff's dying to go back up in the hills, and hopefully before the rains hit, we can all get a day and go back up and take a look and see if my theory pans out on whether or not there's more nice gold down there. And now, all this is thanks to Tim. And, you know, I want to thank Tim. He's an extremely generous person. Not a lot of miners will just open their claim up like that. Now, with all that said, I got a million things to get done, and hopefully we'll be back up there soon. But right now, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day.